Welcome to Sleepy Histories. Tonight, we'll drift through the quiet rhythms of the past, all without disturbing your rest. If you enjoy these stories, you can support the channel simply by subscribing. It helps us bring you more peaceful journeys like this one. And if you'd like, let us know in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is there. It's always comforting to see our little nighttime community gathering across the world. Now, settle in. Let the past unfold gently. Take a deep breath, and let's begin.
In the serene stillness of a Japanese night, let us wander gently back in time to the era of the samurai. Those noble warriors whose lives were guided by the ancient code of Bushido. Imagine the soft rustling of silk robes as a samurai lord prepares for rest, the paper walls of his home filtering the moonlight into delicate patterns on the tatami mats. The air is cool and fragrant with the scent of cedar and pine, mingling with the faint aroma of incense, a gentle reminder of the day's rituals and the quietude of the night. Bushido, the way of the warrior, was more than a code of ethics. It was a way of life, shaping every aspect of a samurai's existence, even his approach to sleep. This code emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and discipline. In the calm hours of the evening, a samurai lord would reflect on these principles, allowing them to guide his thoughts as he drifted into slumber. The practice of meditation often accompanied the transition from the waking world to the realm of dreams, fostering a sense of inner peace and readiness for whatever the next day might bring. The samurai's home, a place of tranquility and simplicity, was designed to promote a restful night's sleep. The architecture of a samurai residence, known as a shoin-zukuri, was characterized by its open spaces and minimalistic design. Sliding doors made of paper and wood called shoji allowed the gentle night breeze to circulate, carrying with it the whispers of the natural world outside. The furnishings were sparse, each piece carefully chosen for its functionality and aesthetic harmony, contributing to an atmosphere of calm and order. As the samurai lord lay down to rest, he might reflect on the teachings of the Hagakure, a collection of thoughts and wisdom compiled by Yamamoto Tsunetomo, a retainer of the Nabeshima clan. The Hagakure emphasized the importance of living fully in the present moment, a concept that resonates deeply with the act of falling asleep. To let go of the day's concerns and embrace the serenity of the night was a practice in mindfulness, a gentle surrender to the rhythms of nature. The samurai's attire for sleep was as considered as his armor for battle. A simple, comfortable garment known as a yukata, made of soft cotton, would enfold him, its light fabric allowing for ease of movement and breathability. This sense of physical comfort was complemented by the mental clarity fostered through evening rituals. Perhaps a cup of warm tea, its steam rising in delicate tendrils, would be savored in silence, the earthy flavors grounding him in the present. In this quietude, the samurai lord might listen to the sounds of the night, the distant call of a nightingale, the gentle rustle of leaves, or the rhythmic chirping of crickets. These natural symphonies provided a soothing backdrop, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. In this way, the samurai's rest was not merely a pause in activity, but a harmonious continuation of his life's flow, a time to rejuvenate body and spirit. The samurai's relationship with sleep was one of respect and reverence, recognizing it as an essential component of his well-being and effectiveness. Just as training in martial arts required dedication and discipline, so too did the practice of achieving restful sleep. By aligning his sleep habits with the principles of Bushido, the samurai lord ensured that each night was a time of restoration, preparing him to face the dawn with renewed vigor and clarity. In the hushed embrace of night, the samurai lord would drift into a deep, restorative sleep, his mind and body at peace. The world outside continued its gentle rhythms, the stars tracing their ancient paths across the sky. And as the first light of dawn began to touch the horizon, the samurai would awaken, refreshed and ready to honor the day with the same grace and discipline that had guided his ancestors for generations. Thus, the samurai's approach to sleep was not merely a necessity, but an art form, a reflection of a life lived in harmony with the timeless principles of Bushido. As you listen to the echoes of this bygone era, may you find your own path to peaceful slumber, guided by the whispers of history and the gentle embrace of the night. In the gentle embrace of a tranquil night, we find ourselves drifting back in time to the serene landscapes of medieval Japan. The air is crisp and cool, carrying with it the faint, earthy scent of pine and cedar. The moon casts a soft, silvery glow over the countryside, illuminating the quiet world of the samurai. These noble warriors, guided by a code as steadfast as the mountains, lived lives steeped in tradition and honor. Tonight we shall explore the peaceful and disciplined world of the samurai, where even sleep was an art form, a reflection of their unwavering dedication to the principles of Bushido. Bushido, often translated as the way of the warrior, was the ethical framework that shaped the lives of samurai. It emphasized virtues such as loyalty, courage, and integrity. But beyond the battlefield, Bushido also influenced the daily routines and practices of these warriors, including their approach to rest and rejuvenation. For the samurai, sleep was not merely a biological necessity. It was an opportunity to cultivate inner peace and clarity of mind. In their quiet chambers, they would prepare for slumber with the same mindfulness and discipline they applied to their martial training. As we wander through the corridors of a samurai's residence, we notice the simplicity and elegance of their sleeping quarters. The room is adorned with tatami mats, their woven texture soft underfoot. A futon, neatly rolled and stored during the day, is unfurled in the evening, providing a comfortable resting place. The walls are adorned with delicate scrolls, each brushstroke telling a story of nature's beauty or the wisdom of ancient sages. The atmosphere is calm and uncluttered, a reflection of the samurai's inner state. The samurai's evening routine was a ritual of tranquility. As the day drew to a close, they would engage in quiet contemplation, perhaps meditating or reflecting on the teachings of Hagakure, a revered text that offered guidance on the samurai way of life. Written by Yamamoto Tsunetomo, a former retainer of the Nabeshima clan, Hagakure is a collection of thoughts and anecdotes that capture the essence of samurai philosophy. Its pages speak of loyalty, humility, and the transient nature of life, encouraging the reader to live each moment with purpose and grace. With the mind at ease, the samurai would retire to their chambers, where the gentle flicker of a candle cast dancing shadows on the walls. The soft rustle of silk as they settled into their futon was a soothing symphony, a prelude to the night's repose. The samurai understood the importance of aligning their sleep patterns with the natural rhythms of the earth. They would rise with the sun, their spirits refreshed and ready to face the challenges of a new day. In this serene environment, the samurai embraced the art of sleep as a vital component of their overall well-being. They believed that a rested body and mind were essential for maintaining the clarity and focus required to uphold the principles of Bushido. This holistic approach to life, where rest was as valued as action, allowed the samurai to cultivate a sense of balance and harmony in their lives. As the night deepens, the world outside the samurai's chamber grows still. The gentle sound of a distant stream flows through the air, a lullaby of nature's making. In this peaceful setting, the samurai drifts into a deep and restorative sleep. Their dreams a reflection of their values and aspirations. The whispering winds carry the promise of a new dawn, and with it, the opportunity to live another day with honor and purpose. In the quietude of the samurai's world, we find a timeless lesson: the importance of embracing rest as an integral part of a life well lived. As we journey through this tranquil landscape, let us carry with us the wisdom of the samurai, allowing it to gently guide us into a peaceful slumber. In the gentle embrace of a quiet night, let's drift back in time to the serene world of medieval Japan, where the samurai, those noble warriors, lived lives steeped in tradition and discipline. Imagine a landscape of rolling hills, lush with verdant forests, where the whisper of the wind carries the scent of cherry blossoms. Here, in this tranquil setting, we find the samurai, a class of warriors bound by a code of honor known as Bushido. This code, translating to the way of the warrior, was not just a set of rules but a way of life, guiding these warriors in their conduct, both in battle and in the quiet moments of everyday life. The samurai's existence was a delicate balance of duty, honor, and simplicity. Their days were filled with training, not just in martial arts, but also in the arts of poetry, calligraphy, and tea ceremonies. This blend of physical prowess and cultural refinement was central to their identity. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, the samurai would retire to their homes, often humble abodes that reflected their commitment to a life of austerity and focus. These homes, typically constructed of wood and paper, were designed to harmonize with nature, allowing the gentle sounds of the night to lull the inhabitants into a peaceful slumber. The samurai's evening routine was a reflection of their disciplined lives. After a day of rigorous training and introspective activities, they would partake in a simple meal. This meal, often consisting of rice, fish, and vegetables, was a testament to the samurai's commitment to a life of moderation. Eating mindfully, they found nourishment not just for the body but for the soul, cherishing each bite as a moment of meditation and gratitude. In this way, the act of dining became a nightly ritual, a pause to reflect on the day's events and prepare for the night ahead. As night descended, the samurai would engage in quiet reflection, a practice deeply rooted in the teachings of Zen Buddhism. This reflection, often done in the form of meditation, allowed them to clear their minds and find inner peace. In the stillness of their homes, they would sit, legs crossed, focusing on their breath, letting go of the day's worries. The art of meditation was not just a spiritual practice, but a vital part of the samurai's training, enhancing their focus and resilience. In these moments of silence, the samurai found a profound sense of calm, a tranquility that would guide them into sleep. The samurai's sleeping quarters were as simple and unadorned as the rest of their homes. A futon, laid out on the tatami mat floor, provided a place of rest. These thin mattresses, easily rolled up and stored away during the day, reflected the samurai's minimalist lifestyle. The room itself, often devoid of unnecessary decoration, was a space of serenity, designed to promote a restful night's sleep. In the dim light, perhaps from a single candle, the shadows danced gently across the walls, creating a soothing, rhythmic pattern that lulled the samurai into a deep, restorative sleep. The samurai's approach to sleep was much like their approach to life, intentional and disciplined. They understood the importance of rest, not just for physical recovery, but for mental clarity and emotional balance. Sleep was seen as a vital component of their training, a time to restore the body and mind for the challenges of the coming day. In the quiet of the night, surrounded by the gentle sounds of nature, the samurai found a sanctuary in sleep, a sacred time to recharge and reflect. In the world of the samurai, dreams were considered a window into the subconscious, a realm where the mind could explore and resolve the complexities of waking life. These dreams, often vivid and symbolic, were sometimes shared and discussed among samurai, providing insight and guidance. The practice of recording dreams in a journal was common, allowing the samurai to reflect upon them and seek deeper understanding. In this way, the night became not just a time of rest, but a continuation of their journey of self-discovery and growth. As the night wore on, the samurai slept soundly, their minds at ease, knowing they had lived the day with honor and integrity. The world outside was peaceful, the only sounds the soft rustle of leaves and the distant call of a night bird. In this tranquil setting, time seemed to slow down, allowing the samurai to drift deeper into the realm of dreams. Here, in the quiet embrace of night, they found a profound sense of peace, a reminder of the beauty and simplicity of their way of life. In the early hours of the morning, as the first light of dawn began to paint the sky, the samurai would awaken, refreshed and ready to face a new day. Their morning routine, much like their evening one, was a practice of mindfulness and intention. Rising with the sun, they would greet the day with gratitude, acknowledging the gift of life and the opportunities it presented. This practice of gratitude was central to their philosophy, a reminder to live each day with purpose and appreciation. As the samurai prepared to begin another day, they carried with them the lessons of the night, the insights gained from their dreams and reflections. These moments of introspection, woven into the fabric of their daily lives, guided them in their actions and decisions. With each new day, the samurai reaffirmed their commitment to the principles of Bushido, striving to live with honor, courage, and compassion. In this way, their nights of peaceful sleep were not just a time of rest, but a vital part of their journey, a time to renew their spirits and strengthen their resolve. And so, as we drift into our own dreams, we can take inspiration from the samurai, embracing the simplicity and serenity of their way of life. In the quiet of the night, let us find our own sense of peace, allowing the gentle rhythms of sleep to guide us into a new day, refreshed and ready to face the world with grace and gratitude. In the gentle embrace of night, let us drift back to a time and place where the moonlight softly kissed the wooden eaves of grand feudal estates. We find ourselves in the serene world of medieval Japan, where the air is filled with the subtle scent of cherry blossoms and the gentle rustle of bamboo leaves. Here, amidst the tranquility, we explore the life of a samurai lord, a figure of both strength and grace, whose world was guided by the principles of Bushido, the way of the warrior. The samurai, clad in their elegant armor, were not just warriors, but also custodians of a profound philosophy. Bushido, which translates to the way of the warrior, was the ethical code that shaped their lives. This code emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and respect, weaving a tapestry of principles that guided the samurai in both battle and peace. It was a way of life that cherished the balance between martial prowess and inner tranquility, a balance that extended even into the quiet realm of sleep. As the day's duties came to a gentle close, the samurai lord would retreat to his private quarters, a space designed for rest and reflection. These rooms were often simple, yet imbued with a sense of harmony and order. The tatami mats, soft underfoot, created a natural earthy scent that mingled with the faint aroma of incense. The walls, crafted from wood and paper, allowed the soft murmur of the night to filter through, creating a soothing symphony of nature's nocturnal whispers. Before surrendering to slumber, the samurai lord might engage in quiet meditation, a practice that calmed the mind and prepared the soul for rest. Seated in silence, he would focus on his breath, each inhale and exhale a gentle reminder of life's ebb and flow. This meditative practice was not just for relaxation, but a way to cultivate mindfulness, a discipline that allowed the samurai to remain centered and composed, even in the face of life's uncertainties. The samurai's bed was a simple affair, often a futon laid upon the tatami mat. This minimalist approach to sleeping arrangements reflected the samurai's dedication to a life of discipline and humility. The futon, with its soft layers, provided comfort without excess, a reminder of the samurai's commitment to living with intention and purpose. As he lay down, the samurai lord would feel the gentle embrace of the futon, a cocoon of warmth that cradled him in the quiet of the night. In the stillness, the samurai lord might reflect on the teachings of the Hagakure, an influential text that offered insights into the samurai way of life. The Hagakure, meaning hidden by the leaves, was a collection of thoughts and anecdotes that captured the essence of the samurai spirit. It spoke of the importance of living fully in each moment, of embracing the impermanence of life, and of the quiet strength found in humility and service. These reflections, like a gentle stream, would flow through the samurai's mind, lulling him into a peaceful sleep. The samurai lord's nights were often accompanied by the gentle sounds of nature, the distant call of a nightingale, the rustling of leaves in the breeze, and the soft patter of rain upon the roof tiles created a natural lullaby. These sounds, familiar and comforting, were a constant reminder of the samurai's connection to the natural world, a world that was both vast and intimate, ever-present and ever-changing. As the night deepened, the samurai lord would surrender to the embrace of sleep, a state of rest that was as much about renewal as it was about repose. In sleep, the body and mind found restoration, preparing the samurai for the challenges and duties of the coming day. This nightly ritual of rest was a vital part of the samurai's life, a time to replenish the spirit, and maintain the balance that was so central to the samurai ethos. In this serene world of medieval Japan, the samurai lord's sleep was not just a pause between days, but a continuation of the principles that guided his waking life. It was a time to reflect, to renew, and to remain connected to the values of Bushido. As the first light of dawn began to touch the horizon, the samurai would awaken, refreshed and ready to embrace the day with the same grace and honor that defined his every action. And so, as we gently drift away from this tranquil scene, we carry with us the calm and wisdom of the samurai, a reminder of the beauty found in simplicity, the strength found in serenity, and the peace found in living with purpose. In the gentle embrace of a quiet night, let us drift back to a time when the land of the rising sun was ruled by the serene and disciplined spirit of the samurai. These noble warriors, with their unwavering dedication to honor and duty, lived lives that were as rich and layered as the finest silk. Imagine the soft rustle of bamboo leaves in a gentle breeze, a soothing backdrop to the life of a samurai lord who found peace in the simplicity of his daily rituals. The samurai, more than just warriors, were guided by a code known as Bushido, which translates to the way of the warrior. This code was not merely a set of rules, but a way of life, a gentle guiding light that illuminated their path. Like a steady river, Bushido flowed through their lives, shaping their actions and thoughts with principles of loyalty, honor, and respect. In the stillness of the night, imagine the samurai lord, perhaps seated in a tranquil garden, reflecting on these ideals as the moon casts its silver glow over the landscape. Life in medieval Japan was a tapestry of simplicity and elegance. The samurai lord, often residing in a wooden mansion, would find his days filled with both the responsibilities of governance and the pursuit of personal refinement. His home, a place of calm and order, would echo with the soft sounds of nature, a gentle reminder of the world beyond. The walls, adorned with delicate scrolls of calligraphy and serene ink paintings, would tell stories of the past and inspire thoughts of the future. Every aspect of a samurai's life was touched by ritual, even the simple act of preparing for sleep. As the day drew to a close, the samurai lord would engage in practices that soothed the mind and spirit. Perhaps he would partake in the art of tea, a quiet ceremony that emphasized mindfulness and tranquility. The soft clinking of porcelain, the earthy aroma of green tea, and the warmth of the cup in his hands would create a moment of peace, a gentle transition from the day's activities to the restful embrace of night. The samurai's attire for sleep was as considered as his armor for battle. Clad in a simple kimono, the fabric soft and flowing, he would feel the gentle caress of silk against his skin. This garment, unadorned and practical, symbolized a return to simplicity, a shedding of the day's complexities. As he lay down to rest, the futon beneath him provided comfort, its layers of cotton offering a gentle embrace, much like the embrace of a trusted friend. In the quietude of his chamber, the samurai lord might reflect on the wisdom found in texts like the Hagakure, a collection of thoughts and musings on the samurai way. This book, often considered a spiritual guide, would offer insights into living a life of purpose and integrity. The words, like a soft whisper in the night, would remind him of the beauty found in impermanence and the strength in humility. The samurai's sleep was not just a physical necessity, but a time for renewal. a chance to cultivate inner peace and clarity. As he drifted into slumber, the cares of the world would gently fade away, leaving only the serene rhythm of his breath and the quiet beating of his heart. In this state of restful repose, the samurai lord would find himself at one with the universe, a small yet significant part of the grand tapestry of life. As we explore the life of a samurai lord, we find that his existence was a harmonious blend of duty and introspection. Each day, a delicate balance of action and reflection was a testament to the enduring spirit of the samurai. In the stillness of the night, under the watchful gaze of the stars, the samurai lord would surrender to the soothing embrace of sleep, ready to greet the new day with renewed vigor and grace. In this gentle journey through time, we discover that the samurai's way of life, though distant in years, offers timeless wisdom. It teaches us the value of simplicity, the power of ritual, and the importance of living with honor and purpose. As we close our eyes and drift into our own dreams, we carry with us a piece of the samurai's serene spirit, a quiet reminder of the beauty found in a life well lived. In the quiet, serene world of medieval Japan, the samurai lived lives steeped in discipline and tranquility. As we embark on this gentle exploration, imagine the soft rustle of silk robes and the whisper of bamboo leaves swaying in the evening breeze. The samurai, with their steadfast dedication to the way of the warrior, or bushido, embraced a life that balanced the art of war with the peacefulness of contemplation. This balance allowed them to find harmony in their daily existence, a harmony that extended to their resting hours. The samurai's world was one of simplicity and order. Their homes, often constructed from wood and paper, were humble yet elegant. Tatami mats covered the floors, providing a soft cushion underfoot and a natural fragrance that mingled with the scent of incense. Sliding shoji screens allowed for a flow of air and light, creating an atmosphere of calm and openness. In the corner of a samurai's room, you might find a tokonoma, an alcove displaying a scroll or a carefully arranged flower. This space was a place for reflection, a reminder of the beauty and impermanence of life. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the samurai would prepare for rest. The art of sleeping was, in itself, a practice of mindfulness. They would slip into sleeping garments, often made of soft cotton, allowing their bodies to relax and breathe. The futon, a simple yet comfortable bedding, was laid out on the tatami floor. It was a place where the samurai could unwind, letting go of the day's tensions and embracing the stillness of the night. In the quiet moments before sleep, a samurai might engage in meditation or quietly reflect on the teachings of the Hagakure. This book, a guide to the samurai way, offered wisdom on living a life of honor and duty. Its pages spoke of the importance of living in the present moment and the acceptance of one's fate. Such reflections were not meant to stir the mind, but to ease it into a state of peace, preparing the samurai for the restorative embrace of sleep. The samurai's connection to nature was profound, and this connection extended to their sleep. They understood the rhythms of the natural world and aligned their lives with these cycles. The gentle chirping of crickets, the distant call of a night bird, and the soft rustle of leaves in the wind were sounds that lulled the samurai into a deep, restful slumber. The air, fresh and cool, carried the scent of cedar and pine, wrapping the samurai in a cocoon of tranquility. In their dreams, the samurai might wander through fields of swaying grass under a sky filled with stars. Or perhaps they would find themselves in a serene garden where the sound of a trickling stream provided a soothing melody. These dreams were not mere escapism, but a continuation of their waking lives, where the values of courage, loyalty, and serenity were ever present. The samurai's sleep was not disturbed by the worries of tomorrow. They lived by the principle of ichigo ichi-e, which means one time, one meeting. This philosophy encouraged them to appreciate each moment for what it was, understanding that it could never be replicated. In this way, they found peace in the present, allowing them to drift into sleep without the burdens of the past or future. As the night deepened, the samurai's breathing would slow, syncing with the gentle rhythm of the world around them. Their minds, uncluttered by the day's noise, entered a state of calm. The practice of letting go, so integral to their training, served them well in these quiet hours. Each breath was a release, each exhale a surrender to the night. The samurai's approach to sleep was a reflection of their broader philosophy of life. It was about finding balance, embracing simplicity, and living in harmony with the world. As they lay in their modest homes, surrounded by the sounds and scents of nature, they found a peace that was both profound and enduring. This peace was their refuge, their sanctuary, a place where they could truly rest. In the stillness of night, the samurai found a deep connection to their inner selves. It was a time for renewal, a time to gather strength for the days ahead. Their sleep was not merely a physical necessity, but a spiritual practice, a way to align their bodies and minds with the universe. And as they slept, they were cradled by the gentle embrace of a world that, like them, was at rest. This tranquil approach to sleep, rooted in the samurai's way of life, offers us a glimpse into a time when the art of rest was as revered as the art of war. It reminds us that even in the midst of life's challenges, there is a place for peace and serenity. And perhaps as we listen to the soft echoes of their world, we too can find a moment of calm, a moment of stillness, a moment to simply be. In the gentle embrace of a quiet night, let us wander back to a time when the world was a tapestry of tradition and honor. A time when the samurai walked the paths of medieval Japan. The night sky, a vast ocean of stars, mirrored the calm and ordered life of these noble warriors. As we begin this journey, imagine the soft rustle of bamboo leaves in the breeze and the distant call of a nightingale, painting the scene with serenity. The samurai, known for their unwavering dedication to the code of Bushido, lived lives steeped in discipline and mindfulness. This code, often translated as the way of the warrior, guided them in every aspect of life, including how they approached rest and sleep. Bushido was not just a set of rules, but a philosophy that shaped their very being. It emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and respect, which were deeply interwoven with their daily routines. These principles were like a gentle stream, flowing through the fabric of their lives, influencing even the simplest acts. In the quietude of their homes, samurai found solace and reflection. Their abodes was typically constructed from natural materials like wood and paper, creating a harmonious blend with the surrounding landscape. The walls, often made of rice paper screens, allowed the soft glow of moonlight to filter through, casting delicate patterns on the tatami mats. These mats, made of woven straw, provided a comfortable yet firm surface for rest, embodying the balance between comfort and discipline. As the evening unfolded, a samurai would often engage in the practice of meditation, a ritual that calmed the mind and prepared the spirit for rest. Seated in a tranquil corner, perhaps by a small, serene garden, they would focus on their breath, letting go of the day's concerns. This meditative state, a cornerstone of Zen Buddhism, helped them cultivate inner peace and clarity, essential for a restful night's sleep. The gentle sound of a nearby stream or the soft chirping of crickets would accompany their meditation, creating a symphony of nature's lullabies. The samurai's diet, too, played a role in their approach to sleep. Meals were simple, yet nourishing, often consisting of rice, fish, and seasonal vegetables. These foods, rich in nutrients yet light on the stomach, ensured that the body was neither overburdened nor deprived. A cup of green tea, known for its calming properties, might accompany their evening meal, further aiding in relaxation. The act of sharing a meal was also a moment of gratitude, a time to reflect on the bounty of the earth and the interconnectedness of all life. As night enveloped the land, the samurai would retreat to their sleeping quarters, a space designed for rest and rejuvenation. The futon, a thin mattress laid directly on the tatami, provided a simple yet effective bed. Its minimalist design encouraged a natural sleeping posture, promoting good health and alignment. The absence of clutter in the room, with only the essentials present, allowed the mind to remain uncluttered as well, fostering a sense of calm and tranquility. In the stillness of the night, the samurai's thoughts might drift to the teachings of the Hagakure, a collection of insights and wisdom compiled by Yamamoto Tsunetomo. This text, often referred to as the Book of the Samurai, offered guidance on how to live a life of purpose and integrity. Its pages, filled with reflections on duty, compassion, and the transient nature of life, served as a gentle reminder of the values that defined their existence. These teachings, like a soft whisper in the night, reinforced their commitment to the path they had chosen. The samurai's relationship with nature was intrinsic to their way of life. The rhythms of the natural world, from the changing seasons to the cycles of the moon, were mirrored in their daily routines. This deep connection fostered a sense of harmony and balance, essential for a restful sleep. As they lay down to rest, the gentle murmur of the wind through the trees or the distant sound of a waterfall would lull them into a state of deep relaxation. The natural world, with its timeless beauty, offered a sanctuary for the weary soul. In the morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, the samurai would rise, refreshed and renewed. The early hours were a time for reflection and preparation, setting the tone for the day ahead. The practice of waking with the sun, aligning their bodies with the natural rhythms of the earth, ensured that they remained attuned to the world around them. This harmonious relationship with nature was a cornerstone of their existence, a guiding principle that shaped their lives in profound ways. As we gently close this chapter of our journey, let us carry with us the timeless wisdom of the samurai. Their approach to life, rooted in simplicity and mindfulness, offers a gentle reminder of the importance of balance and harmony. In the quiet moments before sleep, may we find inspiration in their dedication to the path of Bushido, embracing the virtues of honor, respect, and compassion. And as we drift into slumber, may the gentle whispers of the past guide us to a place of peace and tranquility. In the gentle embrace of twilight, let us drift back to the serene landscapes of medieval Japan, a time where the spirit of the samurai roamed the earth. Picture yourself wandering through a tranquil village, surrounded by the soft rustle of bamboo leaves swaying in the evening breeze. The air is cool and crisp, carrying with it the faint aroma of cherry blossoms mingling with the distant scent of pine. Here, in this peaceful setting, we begin our journey into the world of the samurai, those noble warriors bound by a code of honor known as Bushido. Bushido, the way of the warrior, was the guiding light for the samurai, illuminating their path with principles of loyalty, courage, and integrity. It was more than just a set of rules. It was a way of life that shaped their every action and decision. As we explore this ancient code, imagine the calm discipline it instilled, a steady rhythm that mirrored the gentle flow of a mountain stream. This code was not only about martial prowess, but also about cultivating a serene and balanced mind, much like the tranquil gardens that dotted the landscapes of their homes. The samurai lived in a world that cherished simplicity and beauty, where every object and action held a deeper meaning. Their homes, often constructed with natural materials like wood and paper, were sanctuaries of peace. Sliding doors opened to reveal carefully raked gravel gardens, where every stone and plant was placed with mindfulness and intention. In these spaces, the samurai found solace and inspiration, a place to reflect and meditate on the teachings of the Hagakure, a spiritual guide that whispered of the impermanence of life and the importance of living with purpose. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the landscape, the samurai would prepare for the evening with a ritualistic calm. The day's armor and weapons were carefully set aside, and the warrior's mind turned towards contemplation and rest. In the quiet of the evening, the samurai might engage in the practice of calligraphy or poetry, allowing the brush to dance gracefully across the paper, each stroke a reflection of inner tranquility. The art of writing was more than mere communication. It was a meditative practice that connected the samurai to the deeper rhythms of life. In this world of gentle discipline, the samurai's evening meal was a simple affair, yet rich in flavor and nourishment. Imagine a bowl of steaming rice, accompanied by seasonal vegetables and perhaps a piece of fish, all prepared with care and attention. As they savored each bite, the samurai practiced mindfulness, appreciating the sustenance that nature provided. This act of eating was not rushed or hurried, but was a moment of gratitude and presence, a quiet celebration of the bounty of the earth. With the evening drawing to a close, the samurai would retire to their futon, a simple yet comfortable bedding laid upon the tatami mat floors. The futon, with its soft cotton filling, offered a gentle embrace, inviting the body to relax and the mind to unwind. As they lay beneath the soft glow of a paper lantern, the samurai would reflect on the day, letting go of any lingering thoughts or worries. In this state of peaceful awareness, they would drift into a restful sleep, ready to rise with the dawn and embrace the new day with renewed vigor and clarity. The life of a samurai was one of balance, where discipline and relaxation existed in harmony. Their nights were a time of rejuvenation, where the mind and body were given the space to heal and restore. In this serene rhythm, we find inspiration for our own lives, a reminder of the power of simplicity and the beauty of living with intention. As we gently close this chapter, let the essence of the samurai guide you into a peaceful slumber, where dreams are as soft and gentle as the petals of a cherry blossom floating on the breeze. As we drift through the echoes of time, we find ourselves in the tranquil embrace of a samurai's world, a place where the gentle rustle of silk and the soft glow of lanterns cast a serene spell over the quiet night. The life of a samurai lord was one of balance and harmony, a dance between duty and reflection. In the stillness of the evening, the samurai would find solace in the teachings of Bushido, the way of the warrior, which guided them to live with honor, courage, and compassion. Imagine the soft tatami mats beneath your feet, the subtle fragrance of incense filling the air as the samurai contemplates the day's events. The gentle murmur of a nearby stream and the rustling of leaves in the breeze create a symphony that lulls the mind into a peaceful state. In this world, the samurai finds a deep connection with nature, understanding that life's true essence is found in simplicity and mindfulness. As the stars twinkle above, like whispers of ancient stories, the samurai rests cradled by the night. The world slips into a quiet slumber, and the lessons of the past weave into dreams, gently guiding them through the night. In this serene moment, we too can find a sense of peace, knowing that the wisdom of the samurai is timeless, offering us a gentle path to tranquility. So, as the night unfolds, let the calmness of the samurai's world envelop you. Allow yourself to breathe deeply, to let go, and to drift into a restful sleep. The spirit of the samurai watches over, a guardian of dreams, ensuring that your journey through the night is as serene as the still waters of a moonlit pond. Sleep well, dear listener, and may you find the same peace and balance that the samurai cherished.